Hello, Roy and Philip. Thank you so much for joining us. It's really great to have you both.
You're so welcome. Looking forward to our interview.
Definitely.
Absolutely. Thanks for having us.
Great. How's everything going before we get started?
It's going well. It's been very exciting. We've had a few delays, which is to be expected, but we're just excited to be on the right track now and looking forward to the live auction on the 18th. So all hands to the pump.
That's great. So without further ado, can you guys please tell us a bit about the Gold Hill Global Studio and why have you guys decided to bring historical fine art to the blockchain?
Okay, Gold Hill Global, we run a practice ostensibly contemporary, but we skewed the practice towards fine art. For the simple reason is we learned a lot during COVID that the market is somewhat awash with too much contemporary art. And it's far easier dealing with known dead artists. And some of the works we have in progress at the moment, we're working with a Picasso piece, a Jackson Pollock, and Van Gogh as well, to name but three. But in terms of why Shakespeare, well, Shakespeare, he's known to be the world's greatest dramatist, playwright. To my knowledge, I don't believe this has been done before. So it's a pioneering endeavor that we're very excited about. So, to bring this to the market now, I feel is quite timely, quite fortuitous.
Exactly. And so what is the main purpose of doing this? Do you want to immortalize a historical art by bringing it on the chain, or what are the moves?
Well, I'm going to use that dirty word. We want to make money. We want to monetize it. Let's be absolutely real. That's not the only reason. Again, this is an adventure. This is something new. The idea of fusing something as old as works that were written 400 years ago, bring them to 21st century, to the blockchain, to digitizing them. This is a very exciting project that we've all embraced with both hands. So it's the excitement, really, and the fact that with a bit of luck, we may even make a bit of money.
Exactly. And also, I mean, you're incentivizing the artists, as you mentioned. So do you see market demand for historical art, or are people more interested in 3D animation and neon and pieces that center for crypto, on crypto?
That's a very good question. I believe there is an appetite for this type of art. There are people of my generation. I don't mind letting you know I'm 62 and I'm into the new art forms, but I'm old school and I love the classics. And I think a lot of people out there that are wealthy enough and want to divest their portfolios out of typical investments of stocks and shares and crypto, they want to get into other assets. I mean, this is a good asset to have in your portfolio. And as you can see, the trend for tokens and NFT has been off the Richter scale of late.
Exactly. Exactly. It sounds like it's been here for many years. I mean, with actually what happened in the NFT market and the hype. I mean, we're so far in few months, and it all started, for example, in March, and here we are. Nearly the end of the year, November. And I mean, we've seen so much. We've seen so much in the NFT market. So a little bit about the auction that you guys are actually having. So what are the collectors getting with the complete works of Shakespeare as a result?
Phil, you want to answer that?
Yeah, absolutely. So with the complete works of Shakespeare, here what they're getting are 3 physical books. And Roy can really delve into the history on those a little bit better than I can. But they're from the London Printing Company from the 1800s. And also they're going to get an experience with it as well, and possibly a physical representation of the digital representation. But they're going to get those 3 books, like I mentioned, and we got the amazing artist Say So, who did a representation of 4 of Shakespeare's works plus the book opening up. It's a really gorgeous digital piece. So yeah, they're going to get those 3 books. They win the auction plus the digital token to have in their wallet. And if all goes right, they're going to get the physical rendition of the digital piece as well.
And what is so special about the exact edition of Shakespeare's works? And how did you manage to get a hold of such an art?
Okay, it is a first edition, and it's owned by one of my clients that has brought it to the market. I'm mandated by, it's the former Indian royal family. They've been collecting artworks for the last 800 years, and this is just one of them. We have a total of over 3,500 artworks to bring to the market. I mean, we've got enough there for 1,000 lifetimes. And the valuation of all the items put together is circa $250 million. So we want to bring a series of these items to NFT STARS, to this market, and these will follow in sequence over the coming months.
And why did you decide to accompany the books with an immersive video? Is it an attempt to modernize the works of art that were created more than 400 years ago, or is this something new that you just wanted to add?
No, I don't think anyone should try and modernize perfection. I mean, Shakespeare absolutely nailed it. What we've done with the video is to augment the actual physical works and to bring it into the contemporary time. Because if you look at the stories themselves that Shakespeare wrote, they encompass love, betrayal, and death. I mean, this is so universal to life today. So, you know, these plays will outlive all of us and go on for another 400, 500 years. So what we've done with the great artistry of Say So is created another art form within its own right. And I think looking at the art, the videos, you can see that. We're very pleased with what is achieved.
With doing this, we're bridging this gap that, you know, is clearly present with generations with the NFT space. You know, there's a lot of, you know, older traditional collectors who don't understand, you know, the value in the NFTs, and vice versa. There's a lot of new collectors who don't really see the value in the traditional stuff. So here we've got the perfect bridge, the perfect marriage, and the immersive video is more or less just the salt and pepper to an already, you know, perfect meal. So yeah, that's essentially what we're attempting to do with adding the immersive video.
Well, this is great that you guys are utilizing technology to enhance the impact of this art. And what are the expectations regarding this auction, and what is the dream that you guys are looking forward to see as a result?
Oh, the dream is for this art to be accepted by those uber wealthy crypto girls and boys, men and women, that want to divest their portfolios and look at a different art form. It is different, it is so unique, but the underlying is just so old and so respected that I believe we've got a very good chance of being successful.
Well, and the last question, which I always ask our artists, what have been your experience so far with NFT Star Marketplace and the team and everything in general?
I would probably have to defer to Phil on this because he's been the main interface. You know, he's the president of production, digital production. So could I ask you to answer that, Phil, if you don't mind?
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. And I'm forgive my daughter is screaming in the background. She just got out of the tub and she likes to splash in the tub, so she's pretty upset that bath time's over right now. But yeah, so I've been in the NFT space since March. I'm a musician originally. I was able to sell and or mint and sell first ever finger drumming video as an NFT back in March. Since then, I organized the first ever NFT music conference to happen on Clubhouse. After that, I worked with the legendary Mexican comedian George Lopez, helped coordinate and launched that drop, which sold out on Origin Protocol. Worked with the Stratosphere DAO, Ali Sabet, and Poly Auctions of China to do the Stratosphere Showcase, where we did the largest physical NFT showcase in history, with over 500 digital displays at the Neil Digital Gallery in Beijing. Now I'm working with Gold Hill, also doing a project with Speakerheads.io. It's a music NFT, a generative music NFT project. Worked on my own stuff, worked with a few other projects. It's like an advisory role. So yeah, I've been heavily involved in the space since March, like I said. And once I connected with Roy and Gold Hill, I knew that this was something that needed to be done. I knew that there needed to be prestige brought to the blockchain, and there was no better way to do it but by pairing up with Gold Hill, combining our knowledge, combining all of our connections, and just breathing this new life into this crypto space. It's gotten like relatively saturated with a lot of trends keep reoccurring. So we're just trying to think outside the box, bring something old to the table in a new way. And I think we've done that here. And we're seriously thankful for NFT STARS for giving us the opportunity to do this through your platform. And, it's going to be amazing. I'm excited. I know Roy's excited. I hope you guys are all excited as well. And and again, I can't thank you all enough for having us here.
Well, this is amazing, and let's go, and looking forward to the auction, definitely, and all the best and good luck. And yes, and hopefully looking forward for another auction on the NFT STARS for sure. Thanks again, guys.
Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you, Roy. Thanks, Philip.